That's a cold ending. You gotta be a pretty damn good DJ to do that. Did you like that?
I loved it. It's my new favorite song.
It should be. I don't want to say what it is yet. It's for you, but it's called. It's called "Imagine That."
I think it's great.
Isn't that incredible? So she wrote it for you and Lieutenant Watata. That's the part about yeah. It just blew me away.
I think it's awesome.
I know. I had to play that for you. I didn't even know we were going to talk today, but then I started reading about you, and I was like, okay, this is perfect. It's like the universe is cooperating here.
Right. So, I think it is. I think it really is falling into place again. I can feel it.
I can too. I swear to God, I can too. And it's just amazing. You're on CNN right now. Sheehan versus. You better break the news, honey, because it's out there.
Well, tomorrow we're leaving on a walk from the
Georgia.
Where are we? Crawford, Texas.
Oh, you're leaving from Crawford. Okay.
Yeah, because we're not heading to Atlanta, and then we're going. We're heading to Atlanta, but we're leaving from Camp Casey, and we're going to go through Washington D.C. on the way, and we're going to get to Washington D.C. on July 23rd. We're taking a walk for humanity and accountability, and so if Nancy Pelosi doesn't put impeachment back on the table by July 23rd, when we get to D.C., I'm going to run against her in her district in San Francisco. And like you said yesterday, that's going to be my campaign song.
That's what I said to you. I know. That's what that's exactly what I said to her yesterday. I said, because I knew that she was going to, she's walking. This is amazing. She's leaving from, it's funny because Bush made the trip from Texas to Washington too, but he didn't walk. I think he rode on his father's coattails or a gravy train or something like that. But she's actually going to Atlanta and then walking from Atlanta to Washington, D.C., planning on getting there on July 23rd. And along the way, Cindy's plan was to talk to Americans and find out, what can I do for you? What is it that's wrong with the way you're living, and how are you doing on healthcare? And just find out everything. It's a walk for humanity. She's calling it the Summer of Love thing. And I thought, there's no music for this, right? And then I went to see Melissa Etheridge, who hands me this song and tells me this story, and I listen to the words of this song, and I go, oh my God, she wrote this for you. And then I come home, and I'm excited to tell you about it, and then you tell me, by the way, when I get to Washington, because I knew about the walk, but she says, by the way, when I get to Washington, she was going to walk into John Conyers' office and demand impeachment be put on the table. And then last night, she tells me, and if Nancy Pelosi gets in the way of putting impeachment articles on the table, I'm going to run for her congressional seat. And I say, oh, do I have a campaign song for you?
It was fabulous.
It was amazing.
It.
And then she tells me it's her 50th birthday tomorrow. I go, oh, see, this is it. The universe is listening.
Well, we're going to start our walk from Camp Casey. I sold the property to Bree Walker.
I know. That was a very cool thing she did.
And we're going to, it's going to be very, very symbolic. Ending this chapter and starting a new chapter, and we're super excited about it. There's been so much energy around this. I think America is ready for a true change, and I think America is ready to sacrifice something for a true change. Maybe their standard of living a little bit. And we can all sacrifice a little so people around the world will have enough.
Well, can people join you? I mean, is this thing like where they can hook up with you, or do you want to do this by yourself? I mean,
No. We're asking people to join us. Our schedule is posted at the CampCaseyPeaceInstitute.org. If you can join us for all or any part of the walk, we're starting tomorrow. We're ending up in New York City on July 29th to have a Summer of Love '07.
Ooh, I want to go.
Yeah, it's going to be in Central Park, and we're putting together the acts right now. We don't have anything set firmly, but of course we'll keep everybody posted. And then after that, we're going to go to Amman, Jordan, and Syria to go to Iraqi refugee camps, and then we're going to go to southern Iraq to meet with tribal leaders who are trying to do reconciliation there. So I think it's going to be a very exciting summer, but I promise everybody that I'm not going to wear myself out this time.
Yeah, because the last time you almost died. I mean, I've never seen anybody do so much for so many. It really is just like, I was the one that actually said a long time ago that you were the Rosa Parks of the peace movement. But I'm not kidding. She sat down, Cindy.
Right.
Do not sing down.
Well, I did get to sit down for 26 days here, and then I got up and never really sat down again. So, so I think we're really excited. There's a lot of energy around our walk. There's a lot of energy around my candidacy. There's a lot of negative energy, but I think, once again, is bringing up issues we need to talk about, is that we cannot give Democrats free ride to act like Republicans, and the Democrats need to expect accountability, too.
I agree with you.
They won't hold George Bush accountable. He just, again, today claimed executive privilege, is not going to let Harriet Myers and the other aide testify.
And that Sarah Taylor girl, she wants to testify.
But they won't let them do it under oath. They will
He ordered her not to. The President of the United States ordered this. Can you imagine being ordered not to give your sworn testimony to Congress by the President of the United States? You know, I'm starting to feel sorry for this girl, although she decided that she wanted to be part of this mess. You know, she saw what was going on and didn't have a problem with it until she did. So it's kind of hard to feel bad for her. But, I mean, the full pressure of the U.S. government down on your back, saying you will not tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, or what? The president will lock her away in one of his Halliburton prisons. I mean, this is just amazing. And yes, he is invoking executive privilege.
And he just wants to be a dictator, and everything he does just flies in the face of what America is about, what the rule of law is. We need to restore the rule of law, and George Bush is the biggest lawbreaker, and Dick Cheney are the biggest lawbreakers in the country, and they both need to be impeached and removed from office.
I agree with you. You know, 46% of America wants Bush impeached, but 58% of America wants Cheney impeached.
I don't even believe those statistics, because I think that it's much higher. I go all over the country, and I get... You know, we get hundreds and hundreds of emails, and, you know, we have 800,000 signatures on a petition to impeach George Bush and Dick Cheney.
You're kidding?
So, yeah, I don't even believe those statistics. So I know it's much higher.
Well,
but I bet how many people would want at least them to put impeachment on the table, and
let's see a vote.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, listen, I'm going to keep track of you. If you need anything, you just call us, and we'll bring it to you. There are people all over the country that listen, and they can get to you wherever you might be, and we can bring whatever you need. Last time I couldn't figure out how to get to you, but now I can.
Now you know, and
I know.
We'll keep everybody posted, and we'll see you at least in New York City.
Yeah, absolutely, you will.
Okay, love it, you guys. Love everybody.
I love you, too. Happy birthday, baby.
Thank you, sweetie.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Cindy Sheehan, she's going to walk to Washington, D.C. She's going to walk into John Conyers' office and say, put the articles of impeachment on the table, let's have the vote. And if Nancy Pelosi gets in the way, she's going to go back to California, where she's from, Cindy and Nancy, and she's going to run for Nancy Pelosi's congressional seat. And I'll tell you something, you know, usually it's such a high hurdle with the money thing. But check this out. Cindy Sheehan doesn't need to get her name out. Everybody knows who she is, so there's one hurdle. The other one is she's got 800,000 people's names on a petition. Everybody gives $10. I told her last night I'll be the first one to give her a campaign donation. And I don't give campaign donations, but I'll do it to get citizen legislatures together. Imagine that. Imagine that. Yeah, it's incredible. It's just, she's amazing. So July 23rd, if you're in Washington, D.C., and then what'd she say, the 29th, she'll be here in Central Park. Plan on it. Put it on your calendar now. And wish her a happy birthday on the website. 47 after.
The Randi Rhodes Show, proving that if you tell the truth, you don't need OxyContin to face the day.
I am, in fact, sedated.
This is Air America Radio.